I'm here supporting the 2020 vision because I don't believe governments make cities run, towns run. I believe people do.
This is Janis reporting for the Real News Network in Baltimore City, Maryland. Giving away tax breaks to developers has been easy in this city, but now advocates for affordable housing are asking for a different approach. It's not hard to find examples of how generous Baltimore has been to wealthy developers in the past. You just have to tour the city's mostly white neighborhoods, where evidence abounds of pricey deals that have wrought gleaming skyscrapers and luxurious housing, all built with taxpayer help. In fact, since 2013, the city has bestowed nearly $700 million in tax breaks to 2 projects alone: Port Covington, owned by Under Armour CEO Kevin Plank, and Harbor Point, built and developed by Towson resident Michael Beatty. Meanwhile, a recent investigative piece in the Baltimore Sun recounted how low-income tenants have little recourse to fight landlords who offer subpar homes filled with lead, which is why housing advocates gathered this past weekend at the city's War Memorial to propose a solution they say would start restoring equity and affordability to the city's housing stock.
So the basic idea is to have our government, our public sector, set aside $20 million a year for the demolition of vacant houses and properties, and then another $20 million to put new construction back. That could be rehabbing or fixing up homes. It could also be creating community garden space. It could be providing, any other kind of development.
The plan augments a just-passed affordable housing ballot initiative by adding $40 million in revolving bond funds to restore vacant housing and build more affordable dwellings in neighborhoods long ignored. It's a two-pronged approach united by a single overarching philosophy: community control.
And we're also looking at having that be a community-controlled process where communities can really begin to have a say and be really, in a sense, the developers of their own community. For too long, as a city, we've been given hundreds of millions of dollars, probably billions of dollars by now, to private developers, and all that development has happened only around the Inner Harbor and very tiny, highly segregated places of our city.
Among the attendees was Mayor Catherine Pugh, who gave a lengthy speech on a variety of issues and appeared to endorse the plan.
We are committed to your vision. We're committed to providing housing for the people in our city. We're committed to getting people up off of our streets and creating housing for them. And we're committed to making our public housing what it should be for every citizen who ends up in public housing and requires that to be their home.
But more compelling were the testimonies from residents victimized by a city where slumlords reign and banks regularly engage in predatory lending.
So I lost my home. I'm now out of my home. I moved out April 23rd of this month. I feel that this company and other companies like it are taking advantage of maybe people who are not so savvy and with their mortgages, not understanding what the process is. I also feel that the city is not compliant, or the state is not compliant with looking at statutes that regulate these hedge fund or loan mortgage brokers. It's a shame that we have so many vacant lots in this city that deplete the tax base of the city, which means people don't want to invest. You don't have homeowners anymore who really are interested in making this a really wonderful community that I know it could be.
For the people who gathered to make the case for a new fund, the message was clear. Like wealthy developers, it's time to give the people who live here a break, too.
The pain I feel isn't the blame. The pain I feel is what happened to us. What happened to our neighborhoods.
This is Janis, Taya, and Cameron Granandino, reporting for the Real News Network in Baltimore City, Maryland.